Welcome to Suzuka, round 7 of the 2021 BBB Racing Champions Series. We are at an absolutely iconic Formula 1 venue, the only track on the calendar with a figure of 8 around this fantastic 3.608 mile circuit with the Degners, the Spoon Curve, the 130R. It is an absolutely fantastic, hard, abrasive circuit. In the standings at the moment, F1 Linus leads the way for GSP Racing Point, 145 points. He has a major advantage over Warwick's Rage on 91. Further down the order, however, it's still the midfield battle teams from running from 5th to 10th. It's still up for grabs. Several cars still without points, 6 races into the campaign. In the Teams Championship, the whole point of this, GSP leading the way on 195 points to FE AlphaTauri on 135 points. It really is closing out to be a fantastic season conclusion. So I'm joined now in the commentary box for the interview with our new league joining us at the moment, No Limit F1. And good evening. How are you today? You're doing well?
Yes, fine. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter to you too, as well. We were talking just before we started the interview as well that belly's full and definitely needed it. But good dinner?
Yes, really good dinner. Full belly at the moment.
Fabulous. Well, first of all, I suppose I should say thank you for joining the Champions Series. I saw on your Instagram you said you're joining late, but you're very determined, and trust me, I'm sure you'll be high up on the points. So, first of all, how did you found your league to begin with?
So at first, I'm the league owner then. My name is Arjen of No Limit. I don't do it alone. NF Media, maybe you know his name. He's a league owner too. He was a lot of times in your chat because Warwick's Rage, a driver as well at No Limit. And Formula Europe, I think so.
Yeah.
He was looking to him, and then he was looking the races. It was nice, so he gave us the link too of the stream. So the people of our league were looking, and everybody said, "Oh, nice league, nice commentating of you."
Oh, thank you very much.
So and then we are interested.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on board as well, and I can't wait to see how you're going to do in the league as well for this race coming up. How do you've already said then about the Champion Series, you're loving it, coming into it. How do you feel about it in terms of really going into the situation that we're against 9 other leagues? Are you feeling confident or a bit nervous about it all?
I think the drivers are a little bit nervous. I know they practice a lot today at Japan. I was looking with them at when they drive in Suzuka. I know they are a little bit nervous, so I think they can do good things tonight. I don't say they win, of course, but when they take points tonight, we're happy.
It's going to be a great one. So what actually, you just watching the races then and automatically, did that make you want to join, or was there like a burning sensation, like you were watching one of the other leagues and you thought, we're better than them, I know we're better than them, let's go show them how it's done?
No, we saw the stream and we saw a lot of good battles, and it's for us, it's not, winning is always good. When you win, you are happy, but when you have good battles, clean races, you are happy too. So that's most important for us, that we can battle clean races. And we saw at your streams that the battles are very clean and nice.
They're very clean and very good, yeah. There are a couple of them with the penalties, but that's mainly from like running off the track a little bit wider and the strict corner cutting. So I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. So you've built up the No Limits F1 League as well on the PlayStation 4 platform. Any ideas if you're going to branch off into other areas on Xbox, PC when it comes available?
No, we have in DM, in direct messages at Instagram, a lot of questions of people to join our league. And I think 99.5% is only PlayStation 4 or at the moment PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Maybe 1, 2 or 3 people were asking for Xbox. So at the moment it's only PlayStation for us.
Fantastic. Cornering the market. That's what I like to hear. Going on as well, as you said, Suzuka, practicing hard as well. I definitely know the track. I just come back from doing a 12-hour commentary as well for a different area of esports, so I definitely know the track. Do you find as well that the drivers can know it a bit too well and they take some more extra risks around the course?
I think it's the first race, so I think they want a good result. Risks, you always can take risk when it's a little bit safe, of course. So I think they do the best, and I hope they can drive clean. I know they can drive clean, so that we can see what the standing at the end of the race can bring for us.
Fantastic. So I suppose we'll tail off with a couple of personal questions about the league. What made you start an esport league with Formula One racing?
When we start?
Yes, when you started. Yeah.
I think we start last year in June. Yes. And when I'm say the 6th of June.
Yes, yeah.
There you have it exact. The 6th of June we start last year.
We're on 14th of September, so you've got an earlier start than we did. Yeah.
A few months.
So you got it as soon as the game came out then. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
As well, going into this then, we're about halfway in the season. Still a lot to play for in terms of championship. We've had drivers dropping in and out throughout. Are your drivers going to remain consistent to run for the title on the constructors?
I think because there is 4 more races, I think included tonight. So for constructors, it's not so easy. But when they can take good points for this season, then we can look around how the other drivers are driving when you're battling with them. So then we can go next season for the big points. I hope so.
I can't wait. Season 2, by the way, looking amazing with the amount of leagues that are joining. I think we will have a full 22-car grid because, of course, we're going to have 2 more extras allowed in. So that's going to look fantastic. Thank you very much for your time. I'm going to have to let you go because we're about to head on to the track in terms of the time for the pre-show. So I want to leave you. What's your predictions for the race? Where do you think your drivers are going to come?
I think my drivers can come to top 12, top 10. I hope both in the top 10. So then we are happy for the first race at the debut tonight. I know they are excited. The people in our league are excited too. I think you get some more views tonight.
Oh, yes.
Of our other drivers. They are, what do you say? They want to see the race very much.
I'd give you a bit of a tip as well. Tell your 2 drivers, avoid those curbs like mad. Don't get any penalties, and you will be right up there straight on as well.
Yes.
That seems to be the secret. And avoid the safety car restarts as well. Don't get caught out by those.
Don't say it too hard because the other drivers, I think they listen with us.
Ah, yes. I'll whisper. I'll whisper quite quietly.
Yes,
okay. Thank you very much for joining us in the commentary box. Go well, and feel free to come back any point on the commentary stream as well for any other interviews, or if you've got to plug anything as well, just come back as well. And finally, I always like to leave off, if you got a link to a social media account to follow the No Limits F1 League as well, if you want to plug that just now.
Super. Yes.
Excellent.
At Instagram, we are No Limit F1. So you only have no space, limit, space F1. And I want to thank you for having us. So I hope we have a good time in your league.
I hope you do too. And I can't wait to commentate on you in a couple of moments' time from the TV pictures. Thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining us for that interview. Welcome up then for the actual pre-race show. Thank you very much to NLF1 for joining us both in the Champion Series and for that interview pre-race as well. Hello everybody, welcome to Suzuka. And it's going to be an absolutely fantastic race as well ahead of us here today. I cannot wait to get started. An 18-minute qualifying session, followed then by a 50% race distance. And trust me, over the past 24 hours, I've done 12 hours at Suzuka, and plus an extra hour, so 13. And this will take it up to about 14, which is absolutely fantastic. So 14 hours of Suzuka. Believe me, I'm ready for some change later on when we go over to the next following races. This is how the calendar looks then going in. We are now here at Japan. 4 races to go, all going to conclude in the next 4 races here. 4 weeks, I should say, in April. Japan here on the 4th of April. A week's time, we're at Shanghai in China. 2 weeks' time, on the 18th, we're in Belgium. And the season rounds out in Silverstone at the British Grand Prix. It is going to be fantastic. But we're not over just yet. We've got another 4 minutes to go until the league gets all populated and we all get ready to go as well. And so we're going to use this opportunity to do another little bit of a sponsor plug. And that's going to be for our brand new league, the Deutschland Series, the Germany BBB Racing Series. Their 2 members take part in this series as well. But that's on Wednesday nights as well. And it is an absolutely fantastic league. That's at 9:15 GMT, I believe. And it is a fantastic, fantastic league. And this is what we got up to at the opening round just last Wednesday in Australia. Down to T1. Turn 3. Come on. Power, power, power. Oh, and Buddy Alex had a terrible exit. You've got the DRS. Fake to the outside. And then dive bomb him on the inside. Oh, it's still going to try around the outside maneuver. No, Rocks are going to try and hold it. And a spectacular move round the outside at turn 3. Buddy Alex trying to come back at him. Can't work. That was spectacular. Fabulous move. Buddy Alex now trying to go around the outside once again. Full steam to go right round the outside. 3 abreast down towards turn 12. That's a big contact coming. How did they avoid that one? Vettel cutting the corner as well. Having to get the position back. An illegal overtake. Yellows was out second and third sector. As Mel Roxo goes through. Just Vettel just locks up. Tries to send it all in as well. Roxo down into 10th place. And now V-Rank battling with Buddy Alex. Seymour Copeland can't believe this. He's just taken about 4 cars in the space of 2 corners as they all battle back up together again. Down now the start-finish straight, further back as well. Marcock quite quickly out there as well. As here comes Marcock trying to go around the outside of V-Rank down in turn 7. That's a brave move, forcing him off the track, gets a penalty for it as well. Roxo has the inside line. Seymour's going to try and have to defend as well from Dusk Vettel. Vettel launches up the inside at turn 1. Very nicely done, even going a bit of gardening as well through T2. How very Jacques Villeneuve of him. Touch rails twice, V-Rank is sending him towards the wall almost, trying to cut back and out on the inside. And the Williams and Marcox get punted off. Jeez. Keep it civil, guys. It's all bumping and balling out there. DRS finally. And that is an absolutely fantastic league that I cannot wait to get going again with their next race, which is coming out on Wednesday at 9:15 British Summer Time. So I think it's still 8:15 for GMT as well. But that is going fantastically as well. And we've got some chat already. Good morning, everybody. Good evening, everybody, as well, who's saying hello in the group chat as well. Jane is saying good luck. NFL Media's Einfeld Media. I got it right, didn't I? Einfeld Media is saying good luck and the best commentator, Joshua. Thank you very much. F1's is that Meet J22? Saying good luck, I think, as well, going on there. Good evening to everybody in the group chat. Hope you're all having a fantastic evening. We've switched over to the comm headset now because we are about to get into the qualifying session. As you can see, the car's beginning to get ready, and we are at Suzuka, and I've made sure we are actually on the actual track, not the short track one, the full track. So don't you worry about that as well, because that was something that I was afraid I was going to pick one of these days, but it looks about right. It looks all good anyway. And hello as well to IGN. It's thanks for the interview. Well, pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much for coming on the broadcast as well to help with the pre-show and have a nice interview. And welcome to the Champion Series. I hope you have a fantastic time as well for this. We're going to get ready. LSR is also joining us, as well as the VRL. They'll be in 2 drivers. They'll be in the Red Bulls today as well, as for the No Limits F1 League as well, joining us for all of the action. We have got no F1 Linus, however, this weekend. With it being Easter, he's unavailable as well. So a happy Easter to everyone out there as well, and I hope you've had a fantastic time. Criminal as well, but I haven't actually had any Easter eggs today, I don't think, because I've been busy left, right and centre with MotoGP, with Formula 1 as well. iFL Media saying, Joshua, are we going to do a go, go, go again? Well, I didn't want to. I only did it once for a tribute to Murray. I don't want to start getting into the habit of doing it again, really, because it's sort of his thing. It's Murray's catchphrase, and I'll see. I say action quite a lot as well, so I'll see what we can do. I might sneak it in just before the lights go out, just this once. I'll sneak it in before the lights go out, and then we'll do a lights going out as well. But yeah, that's Murray's thing as well, and don't want to seem like you're riffing off other commentators going forward. Joshua, come on. This is Mitch up Twitch as well, saying, Joshua, come on, NLL. I'm going to need glasses here. Let me get my glasses out. It's been a long day. Mitch on Twitch says, Joshua, come on, NL, F1 and FE. Greetings as well for FCG. Hoopcheck High as well. That's Mitchell _19 with an X at the end as well. And F1's Meech 22. My wife's probably going to kill me if I screen go at the moment. Yeah, you've got to have a proper thing. Is it? The chat can definitely say go as well, and I'll give it the Murray treatment before the lights go out as well. But we're just getting ready for qualifying. Only 13 cars in it at the moment. Nobody in a hurry to get going, which I'm finding quite surprising. As you can see on your screen, let's talk you through the chat as well, if I can get to the right monitor. Here we go. So, as you can see, the cars being formed up in the lobby now, waiting to go. And at the moment, F1 2020 cars, as per usual. No practice, an 18-minute qualifying. If you're new to the format, this is how it goes. A short qualifying, 18 minutes. The drivers get as many laps as they like. Race distance is 50%. Car performance, that's all set to equals. It's down to driver talent. The starting grid set by the qualifying. Safety car is on. Collisions are on. We've reduced the vehicle damage because we don't want something silly causing a retirement for our drivers, but the reduced damage still does pack a punch as well. The weather is set to dynamic. We have no control of it whatsoever. Parc fermé rules are on. The corner cutting, however, is set to strict, and we've seen that play a factor over the past couple of seasons as well. The car setup, that's full. That's all to the drivers as well. They can set up their cars however they like. Race starts are manual, so it's up to them to drop the clutch and go. And rules and flags obviously are on, the same with the rest of the field. So we're all set then. You might have noticed some new font just below. We've got the F1 font as well, so it gives my A here in Joshua as well. A nice little Formula 1 tinge to it. I'm loving it as well. Looking back there, our fantastic production team getting that done as well. And Ali, who always loves not to take any credit for it, but as well finding the links and getting them on as well. So fantastic news there as well. We're getting ready for qualifying. It's coming up now. So there's the beeps coming down telling me to shut up and get ready for qualifying. But you know the drill. It's going to be another 30 odd seconds before we get into the session. So I want to know also, vote for your favourite leagues as well going forward. Get them all down there in the chat below. Send in any questions you've got. I promise I'll try and get to them all. You know me by now. I do like to talk to them as much as I can. But my eye does go off to the screen, obviously, to commentate on the session. We're about to get into qualifying. And the green light is on. And the qualifying session here for the Champion Series, the 7th round of the season, is underway here at Suzuka. Fire Cup 2005 in at the moment. Mohamed Ozkan in the Ferrari. Benny Kalik, Yazoo06, Warx Rage, Mel Roxo, Dusk Hamilton. And welcome to NFL F1 as well with Mike Joe 666, number of the beast. Dusk Vettel, Axel as well. Axel Lineo, is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. Axel Lineo. That should be it. We had this last week. I should learn by now. Ferret D'Souza, Killer Kral 629, and NFL Tim Revenge. That's a great name, Tim Revenge, to get going with at the moment as well. And nobody at the moment is heading out onto the track. Let's bring up all of the data that you need to know about. And let me tell you something as well about Suzuka. Yesterday I was asked to cover help be part of the commentary team for one of the endurance leagues, which was 12 hours around this track as well, an endurance championship as well. So I did quite a lot of it. I only missed 40 minutes of the race, but I did qualifying, warm up, and the whole race with them as well. And let me tell you something as well. Suzuka in the night looks beautiful. Suzuka in the day looks even better. Looking all the way around the circuit as well. But I'm ready for a change after watching Suzuka for quite a long period of the last couple of hours. Bergman on Twitch saying, "Where is everybody? Yeah, let's see where you all are. Get in touch as well. We want to know exactly where you are." Cars heading out onto the track. And it's Team Revenge out there at the moment. And for No Limits F1, NLF1. I keep wanting to say NFL, National Football League, but it's NLF1. Up now through the S-curves, up the top towards Dunlop. And, of course, my favourite part, the two Degners as well. Yesterday, I never saw much of a taking at Degner, but I'm hopeful the Formula 1 cars can do it. It is possible. I've seen it done. So Degner 1 and Degner 2 underneath the bridge up towards the hairpin. Tight on the brakes now. Look at that. That's a beautiful angle there of the camera. As you come out of Spoon, run up the hill, flat out towards the Spoon curve. This is the 200R. As you come into the Spoon curve, turn 13 and 14, it loops back on itself, believe it or not, and it tightens in the middle part of the corner. Drop down the hill past the national pit lane where you get rallying and endurance championships happening. Back up towards the 130R. Let's listen. Well, it was easy flat in an F1 car on a Codemasters game. Down now into the Casio Triangle section. And let's have a lap, the opener, with NLF1's Team Revenge down towards turn 1, the first turn, flat out 8th gear, flick the car in full throttle, and then brake hard mid-corner for the kink at turn 2, 4th gear. Take the exit curb. Now you're going to try and dart left and right up through the S-curves, turns 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Try and get the car in the right position as it leads up towards the Dunlop curve. Keep the car to the exit as well. Don't touch the grass. And then straighten out at the top of the hill for the kinks at Degner. And downhill, banked segment into Degner 2. Ride the exit curb under the bridge. And now up towards the hairpin at turn 10 and then brake hard into turn 11, second gear corner. He's flicked up to third quite early. Maybe trying to not get some of the rear oversteer. Round the 200R as you approach now straight down towards Spoon curve. Turns 13 and 14. 13 swings in, get the exit curb, and then tightens into 14, fifth gear corner, and then straight out now, back down the national straight towards the 130R. Let's take a listen. Is he flat through this segment? Yes, he is. Good man. And now down to where Senna hit Prost in 1989 at Casio Triangle. Out of the chicane, downhill through turn 18, the last corner. Keep it tight to the inside because the control line comes up on you quick. It's a 127 point, it's 127.122, but his teammate has just done a 126.511 and gone fastest overall. So that sort of negates that time. 5 Cop 2005 on a 127.162. Ferret de Souza going well out there as well. On a 126.191's gone quickest, but that's being changed over as quickly as you can talk about it. Wow, fantastic run so far. We're on board right now as the graphics are frozen. Let's refresh. Spinner, McLaren, it's Dusk Vettel. He's spun coming out of the hairpin. Ferret de Souza has got the fastest lap at the moment, a 126.191. We're riding with Yazoo06 coming through the Spoon curves. If you're new here as well, we do also do an audio up lap. An audio up lap is when I go silent for a whole lap and we watch one of the drivers with enhanced audio fly around this fantastic circuit. I'm looking forward to that as well, just sitting back and having a look. So here's Mohammed Ozkan has gone into P4, but Killer Kryle 2629, that's a fantastic time there. Kryle has done a 126.271. 5 Cup now still 6th place because 7th has gone Yazoo. Benny Callagh coming up now through Degners. Through Degner 1 and Degner 2. A lot of exit curb, and it's cost him. Exit curb has cost him. That's bad, bad, bad as well. Let's switch now. This is Warx Rage on an outlap, warming his tyres, approaching the 130R. Mel Roxo is firing down on the back of Warx. Let's see what they're like through the 130R. Flat out, a little bit of a hesitation on the lift, barely a turn of the wheel in a Formula car. Yesterday when I was watching the LMP2s and GT3s, they were really fighting and having to lift through the 130R. Mel Roxo goes P8 on a 1:27.776. Benny Callagh coming to start another lap time, unless he dives into the pit lane. I hope he doesn't actually. He's not going to. Fabulous. Right, here's an audio uplap then with Benny Callagh. And across the line, Benny Callagh only did a 1:28.844, but it gives you an idea of what was happening there on the track. Warx Rage has gone to the top on a 1:25.705. That's an impressive time. Don't know why I just text my director as well saying warm later. I was going to say I was going to get Warx later. That's how much auto-predictive chats can really get to you now as well. Axelinio, that's a fabulous time going up into second, a 1:25.857 as well. And yeah, what a 1:25.7. That's how decent these times can be around here. Who's going to be on a good lap? Ferret de Souza has just started one. That's a great camera angle as well as he rounds turn number 1. Sweeping through up towards the S's. Oh, he's spun! He's going to hit the wall! Oh, no! And that damaging part of the front wing with only 8 minutes to go. Surely it's curtains as well. Oh. That is not great. And he's in the gravel trap as well. So Ferret de Souza really losing time there. Let's take a look then as well as Warx Rage comes back into the pit lane. Let's have a look at Tim Revenge. A great lap time there. Fire Cops on 1-2. Axelinio is on a lap time, but I'm not sure if he's just set a time that's glitched on us. Let's have a look at the exit. P7 at the moment. I do want to have a look at Axelinio in a second if he's setting faster time, so we'll wait. As I think the Pink Panther is just coming up there. The Pink Mercedes or the Pink Panther. There's his teammate giving him a nice drag up in the Alfa Romeo. Oh, that was a bit time consuming there from the LFL boys, but that's good. Into Casio Triangle. He's got Yazoo06 just ahead of him on an outlap. So where does this put Tim Revenge? It's P6. 1:26.750. Axel Linio is back into the pit lane as well. As we look at Mick Joe 666. Or Mick Joe. Okay, first sector time. Waiting for the others to go. Mohamed Ozcan's on the time. Yazzo's on 1-2. Yazzo's actually just ahead of us. That's amazing to keep an eye out on the road. And rise up. He's going to, I think, looking at that, Yazzo's backed out of his time on those tyres because Mick Joe has increased it, and yet he's gone through as well. Meek Joe, thank you very much. Meek Joe. See, where would I be without you, NFL Media, as well? Where would I be without you giving me all the pronunciations of drivers? So it's Meek Joe. Nicely the 130R into Casio. A triangle section. It doesn't look like a triangle. You can see why they call it that. Approaching the line. Going to keep it tight at the exit. Ah, doesn't improve. Improves time, not position. 126.367. Yazzo has come into the pit lane now. We just caught that at the end. Dusk Hamilton again lost the time. He had his first lap time deleted, and now as well, unfortunately, he's had another one deleted. So Dusk Hamilton not having a great job here in the Renault. And Killer Kryle's just got up into P2, if I can get to that quick enough. On a 125.778. Its battle is on. Where is Warex? He is coming through the back there as well. Jasepski, hi Josh, hope Axel and Killer Crow can do a 1-2. I feel a little bit ill and unwell. Next week I'm back with Linus. Oh, a complete change around then for GSP. Get well soon, Jasepski. I hope you're back well soon as well. And rest easy. Just sit down and have a watch of the race as well. You'll be back in no time. Let's then, shall we, go for another audio up lap. This time, however, with the current pole sitter of Warex Rage. Can he improve on his time? It's time to find out. Turn up the volume and enjoy. I was lost the time. Oh no! As I was fixing the audio chats up here in the comm box as well to get back in, because for 2 minutes we lost the chat, Warex Rage has lost the lap time and has come back into the pit lane. Well, talk about bitter disappointment. Ferret D'Souza also lost the time and locks up as well, coming into the first part of the track. Let's have a look then at Mohamed Ozcan. Just starting a run down towards turn number 1. Flat out, drop down, 4th gear. Yeah, it's a 5th gear corner. Ferret going to go that front row. And he's out. Seymour, I think you're the curse there. Ferret D'Souza retires from the session. He's happy to start 4th place. We're watching Mohamed Ozcan at the moment. He's up by a 10th. This could get very interesting very quickly. Swings it through the through spin curve. It's already past the 200R. Damio Insanity has joined, but we'll start from the back of the race. Wow, big oversteer at the exit of the corner. Ozcan doing fantastic to hold that and not lose the lap time. Seymour has replied, never mind, to his previous comment. Does Hamilton has retired from the session. He'll start this race in 9th place then. A little bit wide there for Ozcan as we come through the Casio Triangle section. Warwick's Rage is now back on an outlap. We'll keep an eye on him as we go across the line. And not improvement once again on time, not position. Mario Ozcan at 1:26.875. Here is Fire Cop 2005. Swinging through the 130i into the Casio Triangle section. Bumping and brawling. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Oh, he thought about pitting. Stays 8th. 2/10 off his own best time. Mel Roxo's on a run. Let's see what he can do. We're going to have to watch Fire Cop for a second as well. Timing monitor's really sticking at the moment. And Mel Roxo up by 0.6 of a second. Yellow. At this part of the track, though, Dusk Vettel getting out of the way. Fire Cop has retired from the session. Not a great run there. You see, 18 minutes flies by as quick. I said, actually, just before this pre-race to people who are in the commentary box, said this qualifying will usually take around about 25 minutes and then we'll get the race underway at about half past the hour, 45 minutes. We'll be finished by about 11:20. It's on that way at the moment. 7 minutes until half past when the race is roundaboutly going to start. 3, 2, 1, and Warwick's Rage has missed the outlap call as Mel Roxo goes up into P6 on a 1:26.485. And Warwick's Rage is indeed on a time. He's just crossed the lap time. Did he get it started? Yes. Yes, he did, thankfully. So he did manage to get the lap time before the checkered flag came out, Warwick's Rage. The timing monitor's being a little bit glitchy there. For some reason we lost our timing monitors once again. Let's ride on board. The thing is, we all know that you know that this could be the pole time. And we all know exactly what that could mean. Dropping down second gear into the hairpin. This is the acceleration uphill. Yeah, having that timing glitch again. We've had it. We've just reset the graphics and we've got it back. I never like it when that glitch appears. It always means that the lights are going to go out before they actually do. And Killer Craig is right up there too in the GSP entry. Axelinio is into the pit lane. We've got checker flags for Yazzo and Ozcan. Kalak and Damio Insanity will start 14th. This is the pole time, any better? Oh boy! 1:25.579. Fabulous run there from Warwick's Rage. GSP though, not with their usual drivers. And Killer Crow is going to try and get top spot. 8th gear flat out coming into the Casio Triangle. Dropping down 2nd gear. He's got the audio glitch. It's going to be a nightmare. Coming up to the line. Is this quick enough for pole position? No, he slowed deliberately. Well, that was going to be the pole time, but he has slowed deliberately there across the line. Maybe he doesn't want to start the race on those set of tyres. But you get a free tyre choice. So bizarre. How bizarre. How very, very bizarre. There's your results then. The 14 drivers taking part. Warwick's Rage has pole position for Formula Europe. The FE AlphaTauri. GSP 2-3 as well. NLF1 are 4th. Ferrari 5th at the moment for BBB Germany. Ozcan down in P9 as well. Dusk Hamilton and Vettel 11th and 12th at the moment. What a fantastic qualifying session. As somebody else pointed out there, I think it was you, Seymour, the top 4 in quali, going to be strong. And welcome up to the commentary box camera once again in between the two sessions. I thought I was going to have a bit more time, but the automatic fader came in when I wasn't expecting it. So we're getting ready. We will have a formation lap to go on as well. What was wrong with the gearbox, says King Kudrak? It's that annoying little glitch that happens out on when we get that. So ignore that. Don't worry about it going forward. It's just a glitch. 29 seconds, the parade lap will begin, and the formation lap will take us around 14 cars currently at the moment on the grid. Number of different leagues taking part. Some drivers ill, some drivers with commitments, which means they couldn't get out of it due to being a religious holiday today. Happy Easter as well to everybody out there. Hope you've had a good one as well. And if you don't celebrate Easter, I hope you've had a fantastic day anyway. That's just like the kind of people we are here on BBB Racing. So let's just quickly change over in case it's not a formation lap start. It is a formation lap start. The one light will come on and away we go. Warwick's Rage leads away from pole position. And immediately we'll get all the data ready for you for the start of this race. But reminder, we will be taking all the graphics away like this for the start of the race. And as soon as the lights go out, we'll give you it back so that we get a nice, clear shot at the line. So the car's now heading around the track. 14 at the moment on. 5 lights, 4 lights, 3 lights. Yeah, Bertman on Twitch as well, also saying that as well. Liv Tuck saying, go on, Josh, happy Easter. Happy Easter to you as well. And welcome back to Arjen, who's just said, go, go, go. Many people want me to do go, go, go. I'll do it. I'll do it. One last time. It's a bit like for all our American viewers as well, Darryl Wartrap saying, boogity, boogity, boogity. If you want me to say that, if you want me to say boogity, 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 instead of go, 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 say it right now in the chat as well, and I'll give it the full Darryl Wartrap treatment when the lights go out. But we've got 14 cars at the moment on the circuit as well. We've got at the... Say it, yeah. It's... which one? Which one people saying it? Is it going to be boogity, boogity, boogity or go, go, go? Anyway, we've got at the moment on here the top 10 cars starting a race on brand new soft tyres. Dusk Hamilton, Dusk Vettel, Benny Callaghan and Damio Insanity all starting this race on the medium compound. That's going to be a big one. No, the Crofty one. That's lights out and away we go. That's what Crofty says. Not the Crofty one. Oh, okay. Let's go full Darryl Wartrap then. Okay, that's going to be fun. Let's go full Darryl when the race goes on. Thanks, RJ, as well, who's just subscribed at Tier 1 level. 27 laps ahead of us then. Well, that camera angle's doing nothing, is it, for when the lights go out? We need a better angle than that. I'll do it. Oh, that's a perfect camera angle. Can we keep on that? Well, if that's first place, the Japanese Grand Prix. The lights will come on and the race will start. Cars all formed up then. Here we go. 4 lights, 5 red lights on. Are you ready? Are you steady? All getting ready. Still not gone yet. Holding. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Down towards turn 1. Killer Craggle's got the inside line. Warwick's on the outside line. Sweeping through into the first turn. Everyone through safely at the moment. Few droppers further back. Dusk Vettel's dropped back. And Tim Revenge actually made a decent start. Dropped back as well. Mel Roxo and him swapping positions in the midfield. Warwick's Rage leads the way, but Fire Cop is down. Fire Cop right to the back of the field. It briefly brought out the yellow flags. Ferrari of Ozcan going for a little bit of a kitty litter excursion there. It's not Pets are us, it's Suzuka. God must keep your eyes on the track. 2-stop race is the slowest, but a 1-stopper to the hard tyres on lap 9 to 11 would be the better advantage. Back to the front then as the drivers approach the hairpin. Up we go. Warwick's Rage leads the way from Killer Crangle and well, Alexa, I can't do that one either. Axel Lingo is in P3 at the moment. Virtus is in P4 as well. And Mijo is in P5. Tim Revenge P6. Mel Roxo's dropped before further down as well as cars moving left and right. Fire Cop ahead of Benny Callax. And the bottom 4, a shockover start. Absolutely shocking to be dropped that far back on the running order. Sweeping now into Casio Triangle for the first time. Lap 1 complete. Just 26 more laps to go. Dusk Hamilton, already on the opening lap of the race, has received a penalty for multiple warnings. Into the pit lane, I think, has also come Dusk Hamilton, because he's dropped right to the back of the field. He is in the pit lane. Now, he doesn't look like he's got damage on the front tyre, so I wonder what's caused it. I can see a wing being made ready. No, it's just in the order to be released, so I wonder what all that was about with the pit stop early on. They've put him on the hard tyres with that penalty. Warwick leads the way. Killer Krangle is in P2 at the moment, and Axelinio is P3. Axel is actually running really strong at the moment. I'm going to be watching him. Lovely as the cars swoop round the 200R. And look, that's dropped Dusk Hamilton now 23 seconds back in that pit stop. So he'll be good. He's got that 3-second penalty though, and they're just going to start racking up once again as soon as the lights go out. Let's cut back then to the midfield at the moment as the NLF1 cars getting all caught up. We've got Ferret de Souza right alongside as well. It's right on board as there is de Souza just ahead. Sweeping through. And Mohamed Ozkan has got that 3-second penalty now as well, so it's all blowing up in the back half of the track. Just add Benny Kalak to that mix as well, unfortunately. And this is Meek Joe 666 running through. Ferret de Souza still P4. And Warwick's Rage now, with no F1 Linus in this race. Warwick's Rage looks to stand unopposed going forward. Must keep composed, must keep strong. Here's Tim Revenge. Closing through. And he's got a second gap to Mel Roxo, who we ride on board with now. Let's hear, are they going to go flat out through the 130R in race trim? Yes. Yes, they are. Wow. Mohamed Ozkan has passed Benny Kalak as well. That little battle brewing further back. Let's see if we can get on board with Benny. Warwick's Rage has the fastest lap of the race. Here is Benny Kalak. We ride with him now in the Mercedes. Riding through, Ozkan still holding to true, but I'm going to have to admit, because Axelinio, who runs in P3, 0.4 of a second difference at the moment between his own teammates. As Damio Insanity moves up into P8, he just got past Yazzo in the McLaren. So he's got clear track, he's got Mel Roxo just ahead of him, but look, Yazzo's behind there as well, so all going well so far today. Uphill we go. Through Degner 1. See the tyres bump up in the air there. Back to part of Degner 2. Cut back then to the front. I wonder as well if Axelinio in the GSP Racing along with Killer Krangle, he's just going to sort of hold back from positions as well and just not really go for an overtake when he needs to. This could be interesting. Yellow sector 2, and I think it's Ozkan, is it? Is Ozkan off? It was Ozkan. You can see the gravel trap's been running through as well. No damage to the rear of the car. Damage to the front wing of the car. And that is a lesson in how to get the line very, very wrong. Dear. Let's have a look then. Oh, I want a quick look at Axelinio. Here he is, going to pull to the outside of his own teammate down towards turn 1. And Axelinio takes over second position. That looked like a planned move to me because Axel Inio was so much faster down the start-finish straight compared to his teammate Killer Krangle. Oh, well, let's see what he can do there. Axel Inio now setting off after Warx Rage. There is precisely a second between them at the moment, 1.1 now, as they come up through the Degners. Warx made a mistake there. He ran a little bit too wide once and twice. Ferry D'Souza, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Yazzo also with penalty. Ozcan returning to the pit lane. That's his pretty much race already done, sadly, at the moment. And we rise up into Spoon. The run out of Spoon is going to be crucial as well towards the 130R. And BBB also saying in the chat here that Axel Inio is ahead of Linus on GSP Racing League. So F1 Linus has been dominating this championship and will continue to lead the Champion Series drivers standings after this race. Seems like Axel Inio could be a cool driver to have permanently, as he's going to set after Warwick's Rage and defend GSP's honour as the leader in the Constructors' Championship, which, to be fair, let's be fair with everybody as well, that's why we're here, to see who can win the Constructors' Championship as well. Axel Inio getting the DRS as well. And Axel's really pushing it now. He's keeping that gap separate. He's keeping the gap pretty much maintained at 1.1 seconds, but Warx just keeps making these mistakes coming through the S's section, and Axel's just catching up more and more. Little by little by little, it will be a big, big advantage. Where else are we seeing battles on the track right now as well? Well, Damio Insanity closing in on Mel Roxo. Gap 0.6 of a second between them at the moment. This is the FE team at the moment. A little bit slow coming through there. Switch uphill. Round the 200R towards Spoon Curve. Don't think we're seeing any excitement happening in this midfield battle at the moment. Unless he gets a great run coming out of Spoon up towards the 130R. I'd love to see a move at the 130R. I really, really would. At the moment, we're not seeing much. No, everyone's being a bit too careful. Let's cut back then as Mel Roxo gets a 3-second time penalty. This is Killer Krangle at the moment, who is 0.7 of a second back to Axel. Beautiful shots here at Suzuka. You do get the best ones. Look at all the fans in the stands as well. Can't wait to see them later on in the year as well when the Japanese Grand Prix returns. Switch up now. Degner 1 and Degner 2. I was talking to some eSport drivers yesterday who says that Degners are both my favourite corner and my most hated corner, he said. It's so difficult to get that wrong. And Tobias, if you're listening, I can see what your point is, mate. Oh, there's Constantino at the hairpin. Ferry D'Souza has got a car tray. He's got clear air in front of him. Behind him, he has a truly train forming, I can tell you that now. Massive amount of problems going to form there. The NLF1 team are going to really struggle. Can he get him into the 130R? This is on board with Meek Joe. Flat out, and Ferry D'Souza with a little bit wide. This is the opportunity. Meek Joe is looking forward, looking to the inside, but Ferry D'Souza had that one covered. He's got his teammate Tim Revenge just behind him. DRS open now, down towards turn 1. Dusk Vettel gets yet another penalty added on, presumably for corner cutting into turn 1. You don't brake. Well, actually, in race trim, Meek Joe did brake as Yazzo pits from 10th position. Drops it down a couple of places overall. It's lap 8 of 27 here at Suzuka. Up now through Dunlop. into Degner 1 and Degner 2. Oh, D'Souza was really flying through, and everyone's cutting the inside line at Degner 1. Fair D'Souza's off the track. This is the opportunity Meek Joe's looking for. Look to the outside. Had to think different of it. Trying to go right round the outside at the hairpin. A wide line. Get the cutback. D'Souza get earlier on the power. And for Meek Joe as well, it just didn't pay off. Now the run up towards a Spoon Curve through the 200R. Now through 13 and 14 at Spoon Curve. NLF1 said they were coming into this race with determination. They expected mid-pack action. They're close to a podium as well because Ferret D'Souza has just received a penalty, which means we're only a couple of seconds back from Killer Krangle and the GSP racing at the moment. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, is this great racing. And look, just behind him actually. Oh, pit stop, pit stop. And Meek Joe comes into the pit lane as well as running in second place. Killer Krangle comes in too. He's put on the hard tyres. Now, lap 9 to 11 was the right opportunity to pit if you had that option. So if you wanted to pit for hard compound tyres, now's the time to do so. Both of these drivers have done. And he's going to go and come out ahead. Fire copying the pit stop too. Benny Kalak might just have the advantage and comes out ahead of Meek Joe as well down the start-finish straight. Now we look at Tim Revenge, who's got Damio Insanity right behind him. He's trying to chase down Ferret D'Souza, but Damio Insanity is going to be an insane move to try and get through. Looks around the outside, can't get through. Compromises the exit at the hairpin. Up towards 200R. Oh! Killer Krangle gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That's their race done for sure. Running back down the hill now. We're in towards 130R. Oh, go on. Go on, Damio. Be insane. Oh, such a pity. Up the inside there with Castillo Triangle. Tim Revenge is blocking the inside line. Ferret D'Souza's locked up once again as well. What a great camera angle. Oh, Tim Revenge is coming into the pit lane. Damio Insanity didn't know that and ran straight into the back of him. No front wing damage, luckily. Oh, blimey. Warwick's Rage still out on the track at the moment. A poll is now going in the chat here on Twitch of vote for BBB, GSP, TNE, FE, TRL, RSG, Dusk, NLF1, as well, and ISR VRL. Vote for your favourite team and get them in below as well. And if you are watching this race on YouTube, unfortunately the vote is now closed for you, those of you watching on YouTube, but we would love to know your favourite team in the comments below. And don't forget, if you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube, to click the like button, the subscribe button as well, and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you can be alerted every time we go live here on the channel. Damio Insanity, 7/10 now, the gap between him and Ferret D'Souza. No damage to the car. Up now towards the 130R. Here we go again, folks. D'Souza blocking this way and that way. Coming into Casio Triangle. Oh, D'Souza locking up every single attempt he gets there. Pit stops. And look at this, Damio Insanity on the medium compound started this race on the alternative tyre strategy. It's paying off as Axelinio and Warwick's Rage comes into the pit lane. Damio Insanity leads. Now, in the pit stops, Warwick's Rage has actually put on the medium tyres. He's going for a 2-stop race. That's an interesting call. Can he make those mediums last to the end? My prediction is yes, but the computer predicted if they were going to go on to mediums, it would be a 2-stopper. Axelinio also, so Axel going on to those mediums. This could all change on the head of a dime. Look at this guy though. Damio Insanity for the Formula Europe squad, the FE AlphaTauri team, leading the way on the alternate strategy. by my calculations 14 seconds because Dusk Vettel in P2 has a penalty. Benny Callach now also with a penalty. The sole Mercedes in this running at the moment. Oh, he had the lock up there. Dusk Vettel running a little bit off the track. Take it easy, guys. So is Damio Insanity going to come into the pit lane at the end of this lap? Lovely helicopter angle here. Let's just take the graphics off for just a second and look at that. It looks like something from a movie, doesn't it? That's fantastic there. Damio Insanity takes the lead again. So these tyres predictably can go until lap 16 of the race. Don't ask me. That's Vettel with Warwick's Rage closing behind 9/10 of a second. He's getting awfully close now through the S's. He did that perfectly as he rides up the hill now at the top. Changes the steering wheel. Nearly went off at the top of Dunlop. Coming through the Deckners now. Good through Deckner 1. Can he get a good exit out of Deckner 2? Dusk Vettel was a little bit wide for my liking. Warx is going to maybe try a lunge into the hairpin. Compromises a wide line in to swoop out. And Yazzo gets another penalty. But Dusk Vettel already does have a multiple penalty order as well as we approach now through Spoon Curve. It's going to be a lovely lunge. Oh, Dusk Vettel goes a little bit too wide. Here he comes. Here comes Warx Rage. Going to go to the inside towards the 130R and breezes through on the McLaren, but way before the 130R. Fantastic maneuver. Dusk Vettel trying to come back on the inside as well with a late braking maneuver, locks up on the inside front. He'll have the DRS though on Warx Rage. Axel is pushing apparently. He's closing just a second behind. He's just at the fastest lap of the race as well, a 1:29.341. As we watch Dusk Vettel try and get second place back. Ferry de Souza, fastest lap, 1:29.042, improving. Damien Insanity, 12 laps now, hasn't pitted, got an 11-second gap to Warx Rage. Where's Axel? There he is. Axel in the 04. Closing in. Beautiful colour camera angles here. Coming into Degner 2, uphill now towards the hairpin. Nice wide line as well maybe to be taken. Was indeed. Sweep down. There's Warx. There's Dusk Vettel. Here's Axel. Ooh, and Vettel taking a little bit of a dust there. Dust is picking up the dust. Here comes Axel. Is he going to do it in the same place or is he going to try and move through the 130R? Looks a bit too far back for my liking. Flat out though. Come on, come on, come on. Locks up again. Dusk Vettel has to make an adjustment mid-corner through the Casio triangle. Big slide of oversteer there for Axel. Has got a lovely run coming down the start-finish straight away. Is he going to pull to the outside? Yes, he is. And Dusk Vettel has been left for dust. Axel takes third. A battle for the top three is on. Vettel, though, trying to cut back as well. Oh, gets there. Tang slapper. Yellow sector 3. What's brought that out? It's Benny Callach. What's wrong with Benny? He's backwards at the last corner. Comes into the pit lane. New set of tyres going to go on. And that is disappointing. Very disappointing. Let's watch. So he's changed over now to hard compound tyres. Something wrong at the rear of the car there. That's a very long stop there for Benny. And away he goes. Did he have to serve 5 seconds? No, just a long, long lag. Ozcan down in 13th at the moment too. Let's have a look at Yazzo versus... Oh, well, Yazzo's actually in a little bit of a battle. Yazzo's been passed by Mel Roxo. Mel Roxo has got through for P9. Yazzo to P10. Let's rise. On board with Mel Roxo, looking back to Yazzo. McLaren went a little bit too deep there. How close is Mel Roxo to Team Revenge? Well, NLF1's manager and team principal was joining me in the pre-show as well. He expected to be around the midfield, and he is. And they're taking my advice, by the way, as well, of avoiding the curves and just driving their own race, and they could play a strong factor later on. If a safety car comes out as well, they're on the right tyre, so it's not over yet, guys. Here's Yazzo. Is he going to be closer to Mel Roxo? No, he's not. Let's have a look then, first of all, at Ferret de Souza, as Seymour says, come on, Ferret, get on the podium. He has a penalty at the moment, and he's 3 seconds back, and literally, he is in no man's land at the moment. Everyone being very calm and cautious out there. Let's take a look at your race leader. Here he is, Damien Insanity. Sweeping through on 14 lap olds. Well, 15 lap old tires really when it comes to the end of this lap, so we'll have another advantage going on. Beautiful, beautiful race here from FE, running 1-2 at the moment, we must remember as well, so maybe Warex is going to back the rest of the pack up. What we need really, actually, is a safety car to really give the advantage back to FE, especially Damien Insanity. We're now watching Mel Roxo. He's a second back. The entire field now separated by over a second between each other. And that's just the mid-race that happens. Happens in Formula 1, happens in Formula 1 esports. Team Revenge looking quite straight on, looking quite quick. And what is going on here from INF Media? Wanting no points and now trophies as well. And now top as well, so there you go. You're getting all the little juicy bits there as well, aren't you, at the moment? And Killer Krangle is now closing up on Dusk Vettel for a position. This is the GSP Racing going after the Dusk team, with Dusk Vettel in the McLaren. And flying up now. Can I take 130R flat? Easily flat. That's what I don't like about Formula cars as well. With the GT3 and LMP2 cars so yesterday, they had to lift for the 130R. Formula 1 cars nowadays, you can go flat out. Into the pit lane comes Dusk Vettel. That releases Killer in as well as Damien, and that's Damien Insanity pitting for softs. Damien Insanity pits to go onto soft tyres, and Warex Rage takes the lead from Axel and Killer Grangle as well. GSP 2-3. FE leads the race at the moment. And finally, it's Warex Rage who gets to lead a race here. Because F1 Linus seems to always have a way of taking top honours. So softs for 10, well, technically 11 laps, isn't it? Lap 17 to 27, we count the lap we're on, so it's 11 laps to the end. So Bertman on Twitch saying soft for 10 laps, it looks that way. That's a brave call as well, because that safety car comes out late in the race as a yellow comes out sector 1. Not too sure where at the moment, it's a Degner. He's looking quick to me. Actually, it was at the top, it was just before Degner, it was Dunlop, top of Dunlop as well. It's been a quite calm, controlled race, this one, hasn't it? No typical Champion Series accidents, and I presume that's because we're missing quite a lot of our usual drivers who take part in the league as well, with it being a holiday. They'll be back next week for rounds 8 of the series. And everyone running absolutely perfectly so far. I love that turn 1 angle as well. Let's take a look at it quickly. So swoopy. Codemaster's doing a beautiful job with the game here, with the control aspects, as Damio Insanity has now repassed Ferret D'Souza around the outside into turn 1, so that little overtake, that shouldn't really have happened anyway, has been changed over. Yazzo gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. You have to serve that the next lap, actually, so in terms of it'll be added onto his time for another 10 seconds if he doesn't serve it, so he'll have to come into the pit lane and serve it again, which is already going to drop him way down the order. So is there any point to it? Not really, but it's that type of situation going to come on with it. Lovely running so far. This is Ferret D'Souza. We're going to cut back now to the front here and watch Damio Insanity tackle the spoon curves. Polls going once again in the chat. Vote once again for your favourite esports leagues. BBB, GSP, TNE, FE, TRL, RSG, Dusk, NLF1, ISVRL. You can use that to vote as well. And IFLV saying P6, P7 okay for us. It's a great debut. Damio Insanity, we just joined him, did a fast lap on that one, a 1:27.961. Brilliant lap time there. I'm getting a bit of deja vu here, actually, because not 24 hours ago I was commentating at Suzuka, and it's just dawned on me that at the same time, 24 hours later, I'm still commentating at Suzuka. It's just dawned on me that. It's weird, isn't it? Would that become a paradox of being in the same place at the same time, doing the same type of thing? That's weird. But yeah, at the moment, into the pit lane comes Dusk Hamilton. And Axelonio is closing up as well, but Damio Insanity is going for a podium here. Killer Krangle already with a penalty, so FE might get a double podium here. This could happen, folks. FE and AlphaTauri. Double, toil and trouble. Double trouble, double kill on Killer Krangle. Up now towards the 130R. Lovely take there, flat out, 190 miles an hour. Swooping in now, lock up again from Killer. Krangle as well. And now we're going to see Damio Insanity really push, hard. And Killer's going defensive as well. Damion's going to have him here with the DRS. Pulls to the outside. Going to try to sweep into turn 1. Oh, how close were they to touching? Oh, my word. Killer holds the inside line as well. Damien can't get any way through it. And now, through the S-curves. His next opportunity would really be the hairpin. It's single file all through here, unless he can pull a super move through Degna's. This is Dunlop. Degna 1 and Degna 2 next. He's thinking about it. He's getting close. Surely not. Oh, I would have gone for a move. Excellent Degna 2. Up now towards the hairpin. Once again on overtake. Once again on attack. Compromise the exit of the hairpin. Run late. Pick up a late apex. Push. Hard. Can't get through the 230R. They're going to have to keep staying safe on it. $130R, guys. Damien Insanity backed out of it, but Killer's still there on it. Approaching the 130R. No move. What about Casio Triangle? Dive to the inside. To Senna. Turn 1, though. Oh, he's touched once. He's touched twice. Damien Insanity loves pumping the back of this car, doesn't he, on Killer? Down now again towards turn number 1. Damien Insanity pulls to the inside. Can he get the run? He's alongside him, and he's through! What a fantastic move! And I can hear the crowd cheering in the background. Damio Insanity up into 3rd place with a fantastic slingshot maneuver up the inside of Killer Krangle. Fabulous! That's exactly what we want to know. Exactly what we want to see. Perfect. Absolutely perfect run. So now, the battle for the lead of the race is still 1.3 seconds. That's one of the ones we have to watch. Team Revenge closing on Mel Roxo. We'll keep an eye on that battle as well. Keep sweeping up, keep challenging. Yes, but he's in the distance by looking at it as well, so Axel would have a disadvantage trying to catch up there. Both on the same tyres, both now going to challenge for the race win. This could get fun. So let's take a look then at the penalty times to combine you to all. And we'll go through it as Killer Krangle has a 3-second penalty. Ferret de Souza has 8. Mel Roxo 3, the same as Dusk Vettel. 3 seconds for Mohamed Ozkan, Dusk Hamilton and Benny Kalak. And Yazo0691 has 9 seconds worth of penalties. And that doesn't mean he's got no penalties. If you're watching in Germany, that means he has 9, as in the number 9 penalties. Just to make that a bit clear for everybody, because I got called up on that last time by one of our German viewers. It's on the screen for you in front of you. And look at this. Axel is really closed up on Warwick's Rage. The gap now less than a second. We've got a fight on here between FE and GSP. Closing up now. And Yazo gets a 3-second penalty as well for multiple warnings. The gap less than a 1/10 of a second now. No, sorry, less than a second. It's lap 23 of 27 here at the Japanese Grand Prix. Warwick's Rage versus Axelinio. FE versus GSP. We're about to find out if they have any RSEPECT. That's respect. Find out what it means to me. And Ethan Franklin would be either proud of what I just did or very, very disappointed. And Benny Kalak, unfortunately, it looks like it's crawling to a retirement. Getting out of the way of everybody, but Benny does not look happy. That car looks dead. Can he get it going? Yes, he can. No, I'm not too sure, actually. He's got cars behind him. Benny's been lapped, he's just getting out of everybody's way, but the car's not looking great. I heard a shunt behind. Everything looks okay, though. Here's the last car on the track. Keeps it fine, keeps it close, keeps it accelerating. Can Axel... Was it Alex? Watching now. So we've got the lap times, don't we, on the board for penalties? Mohamed Ozkan gets another penalty. He's now on 6 seconds worth. Chasing through. Fuel light comes on. Trying to look for lap times for you on the board. I can't seem to get to that at the moment. There you go. People want to know the fastest lap times. There you have it. Damio Insanity is on the fastest time on a 1:27.961. He has the fastest lap bonus points in this race at the moment. People want to see the lap times. There you have it. And if we can see the last lap time, unfortunately we can't actually, that's all we can see. The interval between them and the leader. So we'll stick with the interval as Dusk Vettel gets another penalty as well. We will switch the penalties back on as well just before we come on to the last lap. Ferret de Souza, further 3 seconds added. 1.3 seconds in the moment Axel has to Warwick's Rage. Similar battle with Tim Revenge and Mel Roxo. I think I was keeping my eye on that battle as well as they come up towards the hairpin. uphill towards Spoon Curve. And Team Avenged now winning a second, but he's got to keep that up. He's already got the position really on the track. The focus should really keep on with the top two here. 13 lap on mediums each. The gap between them 1.2 seconds in the dying laps of the race. 3 laps to go here. FE versus GSP. As a yellow, again, third sector. I can only think that's with Benny Callach, who's involved in that area. And getting out of the way was indeed Benny getting out of the way. BBB are not having a great day here. So the hosts of this league as well, the host broadcasters and the host league, not having a great time of it out there. But it's a pleasure and a joy to see some of these guys really flowing flat out here. 1 second at the moment. It's ride with Axel as Warx Rage comes through. Champion? Not at the moment. We haven't got a champion. F1 Linus would be in the championship order, but this is going to help Warx Rage catch back up to the points with 25 big ones and an absolute 0 at the moment on the board. And in terms of the Constructors' Championship as well, it won't give GSP the championship with FE finishing first and third. That battle will go on into the last 3 races coming up over the April month. Indianapolis have the month of May, we have the month of April to decide everything. Penultimate lap of the race then, 1.2 seconds. The question now is Firecop going to try and go through on Dusk Vettel? If that's going to be the last overtake of the race, I'd like to keep an eye on it. Vettel does have numerous penalties, Firecop doesn't. Damien Insanity tried the gamble. It's paid off for him to take over third place, which I'm happy about. And give Ferret Souza champions before 1959. Exactly, into what? Did you tell him who the champions were before 1959? Well, it started with Giuseppe Farina in 1950. If you wanted to go right back there, Fangio won numerous times in that battle. As we cut still to the leader, 1 second between them. Look, you can still see him. And this could be the closing lap of the race. In terms of the 1950s, if you wanted to know as well, off the top of my head, I'll give him for the last lap. I can't actually think. I know Fangio, Farina, Mike Hawthorne. Numerous drivers. Sterling Moss should have been champion. Never was. Down now towards turn number 1. Last lap, the call in this battle between FE and GSP in the BBB Champion Series. I think we're just going to call it the Champion Series at the moment, aren't we? Because this has really been absolutely fantastic stuff to come here on a Sunday evening. All the way around the world, we've got drivers to give us a race. Crown champions, it's going to be good, and it's going to mean a lot to Warx Rage as well. It's going to mean a hell of a lot to him as well. To have this amazing opportunity to win a race against a great driver in Axel. This is going to be close as well. Get your comments ready for post-race show. Want to know your driver of the day and your rating of the race out of 10. Get that ready to bring through in a couple of moments' time. Because 1.3 seconds, I don't think he's going to get it. It looks to be, for the first time this series, he's crossed the road once before. He had it taken away. Not today. Rage won't rage anymore because Warx Rage wins the Japanese Grand Prix in fine style. Axelinio takes in second place. Damio Insanity gets third. And that secures the best result for FE in this Champion Series, running first and third. Ferry de Souza is 5th, with Killer Krangel being in 4th place. No! NLF1 for Meek Joe and Team Revenge get 5th and 6th on their debuts. Fabulous run there. Ferry de Souza is 7th. Mel Roxo 8th. Fire Cop is 9th. Dusk Vettel 10th. And Mohammed Ozcan will come home in 11th, followed by Dusk Hamilton as well. Yazzo is 13th. And 14th on the board for Benny Kalak. What a race. Fabulous run, guys. Really fabulous run out there. Damio Insanity, I think rightly so, been given the driver of the day at the moment. And let the podium and celebrations begin here at Suzuka. It's champagne time, all right, and the drivers absolutely deserve every second of it. An absolutely thrilling race here at Suzuka. Don't think we're going anywhere because we have still got a post-race show to deliver. If I can get my earpieces in my ear, that is, to actually hear the conversation. Here's the results then of the 14 drivers that took part. Warx Rage has taken victory from Axel Linio, followed by Damio Insanity. Killer Krangle is in 4th. Followed then as well down the order, we will see NLF1 for Meek Joe, Tim Revenge, Mel Roxo, Ferry de Souza, Fire Cop and Dusk Vettel are wrapping out the points as well early on. Mohammed Ozcan is P11, P12 for Dusk Hamilton, 13th for Yazzo and 14th on the board for Benny Kalak. What a race here in Japan. Stay with us for a bit of post-race chat. And this is the post-race show now. Welcome up to the commentary box. I'm just going to turn that fader down as well so it doesn't get any way away from me in broadcasting terms of situations as well. But what an absolutely fantastic race. It was not the usual chaos we've had. I mean, admittedly, there was no safety cars. It was very clean. No one retired either. But it was a great race in terms of the battles we saw on the track. The cars fighting their way back through. It was fantastic. I'm actually a bit closer to the mic. But yeah, absolutely fantastic to see. Just adjust the microphone there so it's not completely in my face and you can still see me. But as you can see, right, that is 7 races down. 3 to go. Rounds 8, 9 and 10. China in a week's time on the 11th of April. Belgium on the 18th of April. And the British Grand Prix at Silverstone on the 25th of April. Fantastic. And Desepsky says 30 points to the constructors. Absolutely. But doesn't give them the championship just yet because FE finished 1st and 3rd. And so they haven't really got that much of an advantage going into the next couple of races. So it could be quite close going. Maybe round 8 we will see the champions crowned for this series in both drivers and constructors. So that means the last 2 races are for fun, which I found fantastic. They call them dead rubber racing, but I don't think there is any dead rubber racing in this league at all. So please do get in touch. I can see everyone thanking me for commentating. I can see everybody as well saying great race, everybody as well. Thank you to everyone who's joined in the chat tonight as well. Thank you for everyone who's subscribed as well, and all the commentary going forward as well. 18 points in our debut, says NF Media as well. Fantastic debut as well from the LLF1 teams as well. And Burkham saying, see you tomorrow on BBB European Challenge, Joshua. It's 1:15 here, so need some sleep. Yeah, it's coming up on 11:15 here in the United Kingdom, so we'll be off here in a couple of seconds time, but I just wanted to give you those details. And Arjun says, hi, thanks Josh, no penalties was the key. And yeah, I did tell you pre-race, didn't I? RJ said that no penalties, keeping off the curbs, that's the way to do it, and he got it. And Almeida says 18 points on the board there. CRL Sun as well saying nice job, thanks for that. Nice job to everyone of the drivers as well. A great race, great action as always. And finally, after such a busy weekend for me once again of doing the MotoGP races and the 12 and helping out on another esport league as well, doing their endurance race of 12 hours of Suzuka with LMP2 and GT3 cars, and then coming into the box today doing another MotoGP race and now doing another Suzuka race as well with the league. I can finally get some sleep as well and do it all over again tomorrow with our challenge, a European challenge for BBB racing as well. That'll be on tomorrow evening here on BBB Racing. And on Wednesday as well, our Deutschland Series, the Germany League, returns as well for round 2. And we'll be back here next Sunday as well for China for the round 8 of the season as well. Thanks to everyone in the chat then. My thanks to everybody behind the scenes to make this all possible. My thanks to all the leagues as well. And as ever, we'll leave you with an absolutely satisfied taste of Formula One. Happy Easter, everybody. Hope you've had a great day. Hope you have a great tomorrow as well. For many people as well, it's a holiday as well. And have a great time. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for the chats. Thanks for the compliments. It's good night from us all.